you have the players coming in, having to isolate first before you mingle with your other players. So this coronavirus situation has made things a bit abnormal. So I don't think it would be fair to say, yeah, Chelsea will go on to win 2 trophies or make that demand on the manager. It can happen. It can happen. We saw Antonio Conte come in and he went on to win the title his first season in charge. But if I don't think that will be the expectation. I don't think that will be the demand from the owner of the club to say you have got to win 2 trophies. But we know he's not a very patient person. Maybe he doesn't have a short fuse like some people we know in Nigeria. But he is somebody that is not particularly patient. So I think what he will do, what he will give, Frank Lampard, who's an absolute legend at the club, but that has not stopped Roman Abramovich. We saw how he fired Roberto Di Matteo even after he won the Champions League. So it will be that he will say improve this season, and next season, of course, the demand will be there. You have got to win something, otherwise you will be fired.
Okay, before we go for this break and talk about transfer and all that, it's now 3-2 for Liverpool against Blackpool. Blackpool rather, they came from the tunnels and scored 2 goals. Before that it was 2-1. Now it is now 3-2 in favor of Liverpool. We'll be right back.
My name is Osawe Favor. I'm from Urunde. My dad is a teacher. My mom going to trade. When I wrote my exam, so I wanted to go back to the city. Then my dad saw this project and I said that I should give it a try. He may never accept what I may bring out of it. So I came into this place. Then for the past 2 months now, we're learning how to make shoes, sandals, different types of food. Then I can boldly say that for the past 3 months now, we have actually made a lot. So my advice to my colleagues and to my parents, mom and dad, don't let your children stay at home seeing that they are doing nothing. I'm learning this job for free. As you can see, this pairs of shoes I'm wearing, I'm actually the one that did it myself. I'm saying a very big thank you to Governor Obaseki and Edo Job for making this a reality for us.
Vote Governor Obaseki, vote PDP.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 600 billion, and the last kobo. Oh yes, we follow the money. It's all about the business and the business of business. The gains and the losses. The bulls and bears. The rise and falls. The risk and the satisfaction of seeing the last kobo rise to millions. On KUFM's Business News, for simple and complex jargons of business just makes sense. Get the trending news on the morning market, forecast, investment opportunities, policy changes, and other breakout information on the ever-busy world of business. KU Business News, Monday to Friday on our news dawn, 6:30 to 7 a.m.
Hello, entrepreneurs, business owners, and organizations. KUFM 92.7 has an impressive and constantly expanding number of followers online. You can now advertise your goods and services on KUFM's social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Take advantage of our online presence and reach out to our growing audience at very affordable rates. Call 0703 109 4612 0806 530 5657 or 0802 232 7191 or visit our marketing office, top floor, Enterprise Foundation Building, number 62, Ihamaru, GRA, Benin City. KUFM, your business partner.
All right, thank you so much for staying with us. Of course, before we left the studio, yesterday we were talking about Lionel Messi, and we told you that we were waiting for his big announcement. He actually announced yesterday after we left the studio that he will be staying right there at Barcelona. Now, let's look at the things that he said in that statement. He said he felt betrayed by the president of the club, which is Batiolo. According to someone, people talking that they were supposed to sign, talking about Barca was supposed to sign Neymar from Paris Saint-Germain. Instead, they told Messi that they were going to bring in Neymar. Instead, they brought in Antoine Griezmann and some other things that he said in that statement that he released yesterday. And he's correctly not happy with the football club, but he's staying back and promising that he's going to be giving everything his commitment, obviously. But again, with a player not happy at a particular club and he's not ready to stand at a station as he stands right now, is it right to have that player at your football club?
Well, I think he's under contract, so it doesn't matter what happens out of this case. Messi, we know he's not happy and he's just trying to make that U-turn because of the fact that he has 20-year association with a particular club is not an something. And he has also said that he does not want to have that litigation, that legal war with Barca. So I think the best thing, just have to give his best this season. Then next season we leave on a free. Since the club they are insisting, okay, the release clause, for you to go for free, the right for you to exercise it, has passed. That's back in June 10. But now they are trying to make them understand that it's not valid. Even the fact that came out to say that what they said wasn't really valid. But notwithstanding, I think for peace to reign, Messi just have to go on. Even if he doesn't have to talk to them about the players that to bring and all that. And we know how influential he is at Barcelona. But with the way things are now, he could just fold his hands. And even if they are bringing players from Championship club from England or from Spain, to the Barcelona, I don't think he will even talk. All he will have to do is just to relax for one season, then go to wherever he wants to play. Yes, we know Manchester City, they are ready to foot his wages, but they are not ready to also pay transfer to Barcelona. So at 34, he can still give something up to 37 if he continues to give his best and stay injury free. Though with the kind of science we have, this medical science we have this time around, it's easy for you to come back, quickly from injury. So Messi, I think he has spoken, and the fact that he's not happy with the president, even if a new president comes in, and the kind of things he expects at Barcelona, did not come to fruition. I think that is the reason why he's really, really happy, really sad. But notwithstanding, I think he made the best decision. Just stay one season, then go for free. That's the best decision for me.
I never expected that Messi would leave. I've always had my doubts about him leaving Barcelona this window. But I think he's basically done what I advised. That look, if you want to go the legal route, it will be really, really difficult because this stands a casting stone. What he's saying now is that he thought he had a gentleman's agreement with the president, and the president had always told him that he could leave whenever he wanted without bringing up the issue of you need to tell us before the 10th of June. That is something that they put in the agreement. But if you now assume that, well, we've been discussing and I've said I could leave, well, if you want to leave, no problem, so long as you see us, you stay with us till the end of the season, then you can leave. That was what he said. He thought he had the agreement he had with Bartomeu. But I think it is the best thing now, which is the advice that I gave, that look, it is just 12 months. It is 1 year. It's one season. So end the season with them. Next season at 34, you can go wherever you want to go. The Manchester City that you were really keen on joining, you can still join them as if Pep Guardiola is there. Well, even without Pep Guardiola, but I don't know whether he will love that idea of joining Manchester City without Pep Guardiola. Because in football, you never know. Man City will go on to have a horrible season, and Pep Guardiola will leave before the end of the season, or they could go on to win the treble, and everybody will want to join Manchester City, and so Messi will be interested in coming to Manchester City. We don't know which way he will go, but I think he's done the right thing now to see out his season. But I know that before the end of the season, they will want to get him to sign a new contract. I will advise him strongly, do not sign, or even if you will sign, let it be just a 1 year contract so that you don't find yourself in this kind of situation again. His career doesn't have very long to go, no matter who you are. Yeah, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. But one day everything will come to to an end, and that is what we are beginning to see. He's done the right thing by saying that he would not want to get into a legal tussle with Barcelona because they have always been there for him, and that's it. You know, we were talking about this on this guy. I said, look, this is like a marriage made in heaven. These two entities, Lionel Messi as an individual, Barcelona as an institution, it's like they were meant for each other. They have been great players at fantastic clubs, but that of Lionel Messi and Barcelona, it's just been perfect. Not even some Catalan-born players do not even have that kind of relationship that Messi has with Barcelona. It happened so many years ago when he was still a teenager. In fact, it was in his very first year as a teenager that it happened when Barcelona signed him when he was 13. And not many clubs would take that risk with him. From what I've even researched, it's like even Real Madrid knew about Lionel Messi at that point, but they just felt, we don't want this stress of having to pay for his hormone growth treatment and everything. So Barcelona took the risk. And at that point, even if you could see how talented Lionel Messi was, you didn't know what will happen in future. You didn't know whether even the treatment, you expect when you had somebody's taking treatment to work, but you did not, there's no guarantees to say, yes, this thing will work out exactly the way it's meant to. What if there is an issue in the process of doing the treatment, and maybe he will have the growth that you desire, but the growth could be not natural the way you want it, and then that could also affect his physique. And when it affects his physique, it affects his skills that he had as a youngster. Maybe he doesn't grow in a particular way. So all of these risks were there, but Barcelona persevered and stayed with him. And that's why I say, when people are like, oh, Lionel Messi has served them for a long time. Yes, I know, but Barcelona have also been with him. Yes, he has made billions for Barcelona, but Barcelona has also helped him to become the mega star who has also made tremendous amount of money because he's playing for Barcelona. In terms of merchandising and everything, of course, Lionel Messi has helped them, but Lionel Messi consistently is one of the highest paid players in the world. So it's not like it's a slave contract that he's on. Even right now at Barcelona, I hear that they are planning to make him, to be paying him $1.5 million, 1.15 million euros every month. Every month, 1.5 million euros every month. That is really, really huge. He is now on about 1 million euros every month. So it will be, the relationship is not something that he would suffer from financially. Yeah, you could say, okay, emotionally, but look, even if Lionel Messi, for the rest of his career, even if he doesn't score a goal the entire season, it's not going to happen, but even if Lionel Messi does not score a goal again for the rest of his career, maybe he plays for the next 5 years and doesn't win a trophy, nobody can take away Lionel Messi. Nobody can take the position of Lionel Messi in history. He's already made this, he's already established himself as one of the greatest footballers of all time. You could argue convincingly that Lionel Messi is the greatest footballer of all time. You could argue that he's the greatest footballer of his generation. So if Lionel Messi doesn't do anything again, he's already done tremendously well. So he could just decide to say, okay, let me stay at Barcelona. I'll collect the 1.5 million that they are offering me every month, and then he will go on to retire as one of the greatest ever at Barcelona. And if he decides to go elsewhere at the end of the season, well, it would be great. And I don't think it would have been fair for him to leave like this, because really, Lionel Messi deserves to get a standing ovation from the fans. The fans need to shed tears when Lionel Messi announces, takes the mic and say, thank you very much, it's been a terrific ride, I want to, but every good thing comes to an end, I have to go. You saw what they did to Arsene Wenger when he was leaving Arsenal after 26 years in charge. You saw the kind of send-off they gave to Sir Alex Ferguson when he was leaving Manchester United. That is the kind that they should be giving to Lionel Messi. It will not be good if he does it now. But if he leaves this transfer window, the fans are not even coming to the stadium. So yeah, I know so many of them are outside trying to catch a glimpse of him and everything. But it would not be right for Lionel Messi to have left in this window. So that's why I think it's fantastic that he reversed his decision. I wasn't so convinced that he was going to leave in the first place, even when they were saying, look, for the first time ever, it looks like this is going to be it. I was not so convinced that he was going to leave, and I'm happy that he reversed his decision and is going to stay with Barcelona at least one more season. And you never know, things could just turn sweet again for him at Barcelona. Maybe with some players that they will bring in and everything, things might just work out well. Some of the players who flopped last season could just start having a terrific time, and life will be good again. Barcelona, Lionel Messi will now say, okay, I've rescinded my decision. I'm not going to leave at the end of the season again. I want to end my career here at Barcelona, as he has told us in the past.
Okay, let's see if that will happen. But for Liverpool, they've turned seriously things around. It's now 5-2 in this friendly game at home at Anfield. Blackpool 2, Liverpool 5. Okay, let's talk football, and let's go to the international games played yesterday. Let's take a look at what happened last night. First, we'll take a look at what to expect in the next couple of minutes as far as the UEFA Nations Cup is concerned. Nations League rather is concerned. Now, starting from League A, Group 1, Italy played against Bosnia and Herzegovina, and that game ended in a 1-1 draw. Then the Netherlands, in that same group, played against Poland. The Netherlands had the better of Poland. They won 1-0. And then in League B, Group 1, Norway lost at home to visiting Austria. They were in fantastic form, Austria, last night against Norway. But thank God that Alan got his first international goal. Okay, Romania played out in 1-1 draw against Northern Ireland. And then in League B, Group 2, the Scotland played out 1-0 draw against Israel. Slovakia lost at home to Czech Republic 3-1. Then in League C, Group 4, Lithuania lost at home to Kazakhstan 2-0. Belarus lost at home to visiting Albania 2-0 as well. So the big guys are playing today. England very soon.
At 5, League A Group 2, Iceland will be at home to England, while Denmark will take on Belgium. That promises to be explosive. Then League A Group 3, Portugal, the defending champions, will be at home to Croatia, while Sweden will take on world champions France. Then we look at League C, Group 1, Azerbaijan versus Luxembourg. Then Cyprus will take on Montenegro. We go to League C, Group 2, where North Macedonia earlier today defeated Armenia 2-1. Then Estonia will take on Georgia at 5 p.m. Then League D, Group 2, Gibraltar earlier today beat San Marino 1-0. These are the matches slated for today and the ones that have been played earlier.
Okay, we'll take a look at some of the transfers going on later on the show. That will be before we open the phone lines for you. But let's go to tennis now. Novak Djokovic is through to the quarterfinals of the US Open after his victory against his opponent. It was won in straight set 6-3, 6-3, 6-1 to get to the next stage as well. Bernard Choric is playing right now. Played rather against Stefano Tsitsipas. He won after losing the first set 7-6. He came back stronger better in the second set to win 6-4. Lost the third 6-4, but came back stronger in the fourth 7-5, 7-6. It ended for him as we speak right now. And Rublev is playing against Salvatore right now, and Rublev won the first game, first set 6-love rather. Yeah, into the second set right now. Let's go to the women's singles. Naomi Osaka is looking at a woman that would be unstoppable right now. Yes, we all want to see the 24th for Serena Williams, but Osaka is in the tournament, and thus far, the way she has performed, she looks like someone that can go out there and beat Serena Williams again in the finals of the Grand Slam.
Yeah, it's possible, but the game she played yesterday, she had a left tie strapped with bandage, and it feels that she's having a kind of injury, but notwithstanding, she was still able to give.
She's been having that since the Cincinnati
Master. So I don't know what's happening. If she can be able to pull through with the kind of opponent that should be coming up against, because when the boys get tough, it's only the tough ones that gets going. And for Serena Williams, she has beaten the former world number one before, so but with not in this kind of situation. But with the way things are right now, even if she gets to win that tournament here, I will say Naomi Osaka, she has done well, and for me, I just hope that she continues to get to give her best. If she gets to the final, I think that would be very massive. But this is one tournament that Serena wants to win. But for the Japanese, I think she has done well. Honestly, I think the way she won, it was a straight set that she won again, which tells you how good she is and how she wants to win this tournament. But it all depends on how she's going to fare at the end of the tournament, because it's not going to be easy. You still got some big top seeds there, and the likes of Petra Kvitova, they are still there, and other players who could also go on to win the tournament. Yes, no, Stevens has won the Grand Slam, but she will be facing Serena Williams, so she has got an order to pass before talking of winning the tournament, talking about winning Olympia. So we've still got some quality players in the tournament that will still go on to give us something spectacular.
Let's take a look at other results from the US.
Okay, Shelby Rogers earlier today defeated Madison Brengo 6-2, 6-4 to progress. Jessica Pegula lost in straight sets to Petra Kvitova 4-6, 3-6. As we speak right now, first set, Maria Sakkari is leading Amanda Ani Simova 5-3. Then later at 5:30, Carolina Muchova will take on Sorana's sister. Ellis Martins versus Kathy McNally. Slow Stevens, like I said before, will take on Serena Williams, while Donna Vekic will face Svetlana Pilokova. Then next we have Victoria Azarenka versus Iga Swiatek and Ozjabo of Tunisia. She's still representing Africa in a fantastic way. She'll be meeting in from Sofia Kenny, but this is going to be very difficult for the Tunisian. But anything can happen.
Okay, still in the United States. Let's go to the court now. This one not the tennis court. Let's go to the basketball court, where the Lakers, for the first time after a long time, got to play in their semi-finals of the playoffs from the Western Conference. And like were at the beginning of the playoffs when they played against their former counterpart, they lost the first game, but this one was very embarrassing. 97 to 12 points. It ended for the Lakers. They play
112.
Yeah, 112 rather, sorry. They play again early hours of Monday morning. That was 1:30 a.m.
Yeah, James Harden was unplayable. He was just all over the place. He even embarrassed King James, LeBron James, at one point in that game. LeBron James himself had a good game, but he wasn't the top performer for LA Lakers. Yes, it was Anthony Davis who got 25 points, 14 rebounds, and 1 assist. But for James Harden, they just could not stop him. He got 36 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. And having gone through 7 games in the first round, I thought they would be. I was talking about Houston Rockets. I thought they would be a bit, worse for wear because of the stress that they went through. They had to make some extra exertions to pull through and won that first round. But LA Lakers, who had rested, I thought they would be refreshed, and this was going to be an easy win for them. But it was the Houston Rockets who really took the game to them and won, and it looked like it was the Houston Rockets who had been resting and didn't need to go the whole hog in the first round. But that's how it is sometimes in basketball and sports generally. But the Houston Rockets, the LA Lakers have got a huge fight on their hands now. They know they will have to do it again the way they did against Portland Trail Blazers in the first round to come back and attempt to win all the remaining 4 games so that they would advance. But you never can tell. You might expect that that they're going to win the next one, and the moment if Houston Rockets win the next game, then you've got to start worrying for LA Lakers, having got to the playoff as the top seed in the Western Conference. I think Houston Rockets were just the 4th seed, so you expect that it's going to be LA Lakers getting to the final and maybe even winning it, but it didn't work for them. So now they have it all to play for. Hopefully they get to win the next game so that the series will be tied at 1-1. But for now, Houston Rockets have taken the lead. For the other top seed in the other conference, you just wonder what the heck is going on. the Miami Heat are wiping the floor with the Milwaukee Bucks. It's now 3-0. And let me tell you authoritatively, no team in the history of the NBA, in the playoffs, no team has ever overturned the 3-0 deficit. It has never happened. So the Milwaukee Bucks will create history if they are able to do this. I warned when they went 2-0 down. Even at 1-0, that look, you have to win the next game because it is notoriously difficult, but not impossible. It has happened in the past to come back from 2-0, but it's rare. Most times, the team that takes a 2-0 lead goes on to win. But Milwaukee Bucks went 2-0 down. We said, okay, yesterday they have just got to win. Giannis Antetokounmpo did his best. He dropped 21 points, 16 rebounds, and 9 assists, but it wasn't good enough. It was rather the Miami Heat who had another Nigerian there doing great stuff for them. Bam Adebayo, he got 20 points, 16 rebounds, and 3 assists, and the Miami Heat were able to win this encounter 115 points to 100 points. And I think the 3 matches, I think it's not usually close. Miami Heat are clearly the better side, so it's not looking like they are going to catch them. So even if they win the third, well, let's hope it's not a blowout for those of us who are neutrals in this fixture. Let's hope it's not going to be a blowout and Miami Heat wins the next game and it is all over. Maybe to keep it interesting, Milwaukee Bucks should win, but I know now their heads and shoulders will be down because they know that it has never happened before. No team has come from a 3-0 deficit in the series to win, but it is not impossible. Records are there to be broken, so maybe they will be the first team to do it. But you've got to wonder where have they kept the good form that made them. They even won more games in the regular season than the LA Lakers. So you wonder what is happening with them. This is a very deep hole for them to dig themselves out of, and it's interesting to see what happens in this encounter. Well, later tonight we'll have the game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Boston Celtics, who are 2-1 up in this series, and you saw what happened. Toronto Raptors in their last game, Toronto Raptors won, so that's why it is now 2-1. But if Boston Celtics wins today, then they will be within touching distance of the final. The next game will be Denver Nuggets versus LA Lakers. LA Clippers. LA Clippers are 1-0 up in this series. So wait to see what will happen. How will who will go on to the final in these 2 encounters?
Okay, that's what is going on with basketball. Now, before we go straight to Combat Sport, let's quickly come back to football. Now, just seeing this one, I'm reading it off Yaya Touré's situation. I mean, not looking good for Yaya. The professional footballer, he's yet to retire from the game internationally. He has some point was training with the League 2 team in England just to get himself in shape. He's 37 these days, and he's supposedly said some certain things, he said it was a joke. He was supposed to play a game for UNICEF tomorrow at Old Trafford, but now they said he discussed between himself and UNICEF, and they've decided to say, okay, you can't play this game at least for the next few months. Tomorrow and the rest, you're not playing for us this year anymore. He has come out to apologize for saying society. He actually posted this on the WhatsApp group he belongs to with the player, other teammate would have been playing with tomorrow. But there are things you can't say. I can't even say the things he said on air right now, but he made some words, and now it has gotten Yaya into deep waters.
Yeah, but the good thing is that he apologized, and he said he apologizes to everyone in Soccer Aid for the inappropriate joke that he made, and he deeply regrets it. You've got to be careful when you make jokes, because it's not everybody that appreciates certain jokes, and there could be a joke that is acceptable within a particular group or in a particular place, but it's not everybody that accept it. So, and unfortunately, in Nigeria, there are so many things that we joke about. Seriously, we joke. We joke with so many things, and when you unfortunately post it on the social media, it becomes something that goes beyond Nigeria, and you will be shocked that one day you might need something, or you might think you are qualified for something internationally, and they dig up one old a message that you posted online thinking you were joking, and then they tell you this is inappropriate. So we hope that people will learn. I'm not saying that Toure was influenced by his environment growing up in Cote d'Ivoire to make such a statement. I'm just saying that sometimes even here we joke about things. We think it's a joke. We do not mean any harm, but people find it offensive. So you've got to be careful the kind of jokes that you make. So let's hope that he'll be forgiven for making that error. The good thing is that he immediately came out. He didn't try to justify his joke or say, look, I wonder why you people have no sense of humor. You can see clearly that I was joking. Well, at least he's come out to apologize profusely. We hope that they forgive him and everything will be okay between him and UNICEF.
Okay, let's go to Combo Sport now. Let's take a look at what happened last night as far as SmackDown is concerned.
A whole lot happened. Of course, the big dog, Roman Reigns, is back. In fact, he's now the WWE champion after he came on at Summer's Art and Payback, and then he won the title of the Fiend, though it was a triple threat. So he hit Braun Strowman with a spear and then won. And you know now that he's got somebody in his corner, and that is Paul Heyman. And I can tell you guys, Roman Reigns is now officially a heel. So finally, what people have been clamoring for, they've tried to tell the WWE for a long time, since you try to push this guy so hard, and at one point people were going. I've always loved Roman Reigns. I like him, and I don't understand why they boo him, but every time he comes on, you can see clearly that as half of the WWE universe is cheering for him, half is booing him. So it has always been like that. It divides an opinion. So some wrestling experts have said, turn this guy heel. At least that way you don't need to pander to anybody. You don't need to want the fans to be cheering for him. At some point, you could have somebody, you could project somebody as a heel, but the fans love the person so much that they are cheering for him. Hulk Hogan, for instance, that was before we heard about the wrestling thing. Hulk Hogan had this fight with The Rock, and Hulk Hogan was supposed to be the heel in that encounter. The Rock was the baby face, but they were cheering for Hulk Hogan more than The Rock. Hulk Hogan even now started the things that were not scripted. He started doing things that will make the fans hate him. He took off his belt and was whipping The Rock with it, but the fans kept chanting for him and kept cheering everything Hulk Hogan. The more he tried to get the fans to hate him, the more they were chanting for him, and they just didn't know, WWE didn't know what to do. But the thing was that fight was such a huge one. The Rock won. It was at WrestleMania, and then eventually they had a handshake. So people just felt, oh, this is where Hulk Hogan officially handed over the baton to The Rock. So sometimes you could be a heel and people still love you. Randy Orton, for instance, he's a heel, but sometimes he's a babyface. But even as a heel, as a babyface, it tends to get people loving him. So now the WWE, they have fully 100% turned Roman Reigns heel. They did it. They came mightily close to doing it. There was one time they got him to attack a Triple H, and you know he brought on the heat, beat down Triple H, beat him with a chair and everything. But they still did not turn him in. He was doing all that while he was a babyface. So people were a bit confused. And now, I think the reason now, because in the past, even before the COVID-19 pandemic, whenever Roman Reigns comes to the ring, fans were cheering for him. And I think it was because out of mainly sympathy. Of course, he has his fan fans, but even those who were booing for him before. Because every time he came, you will hear half chanting for him, half booing. But the moment he came and said he was quitting wrestling because his leukemia has elapsed, and he told them, look, you people know me as Roman Reigns, but the truth is my name is Joe, and I'm just a human being like the rest of you, and I've got something to tell you. I have leukemia. I battled it some years back, but unfortunately it has relapsed, and I have to go and take care of myself. And you know, the WWE universe, of course, they're all humans. And so the next, when he came, after he took care of himself and he was in remission and he came to the WWE, now everybody chants for him. Nobody boos him again. So I think it's mainly, you know, all those who didn't like him particularly well before started loving him because of the leukemia stuff. But now that they have made him heal, I think it's the right way to go. The way he even came after he stepped away from the WWE because of the coronavirus, being a immunocompromised individual because of leukemia, he had to pull out so that he doesn't contract COVID-19. Because if he contracts it, it could be deadly for him. And besides, he has a young child at home and not want to risk giving the virus to him. So yesterday he came and he had Paul Heyman by his side. So Paul Heyman claimed that he did not want to really come into the fray, but it was Roman Reigns who dragged him and brought him back. That contrary to popular belief, many people think that he is corrupting Roman Reigns, that it is the other way around, that it is Roman Reigns who is actually corrupting him, Paul Heyman. That the WWE tossed Roman Reigns aside, that even when they knew he was battling his of course that's not true, but you know, just to create a storyline of being a top heel, that's, you need to bring up all of those things. That nobody was thanking him, even though he was battling life-threatening illnesses and everything, and that eventually came and he fought for the WWE. So for now, he is tired of fighting and he wants to go his own way, and that means, of course, not caring what the fans thought. He was going to be a bad guy. And Paul Heyman also criticized the Fiend and Braun Strowman. He said, look, as champions, they were just there. They are not really capable of reigning as a champion like Roman Reigns. And then he went on to say, my name is Paul Heyman, and I serve as the counsel for the tribal chief, your reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns. And then, because you know how he does it with Brock Lesnar, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the advocate of Brock Lesnar, your reigning, defending, and it goes on the long spree, says so many things. So Roman Reigns now said, look, that he doesn't care who his opponent is going to be, because later that night we're going to have a fatal four-way to determine who is going to fight against Roman Reigns. I said, look, when you have this kind of power, all you have to do is show up and win. So that was how that segment ended. We later had Heavy Machinery and John. They took on John Morrison and the Miz. Of course, it was Otis and his partner who won this encounter. And so while this fight was after the fights, John Morrison stole the money. You know, Otis is the money, Mr. Money in the Bank. And Money in the Bank, you can cash in your briefcase at any time and you will become champion. So John Morrison grabbed the briefcase and ran away with it. So backstage we saw Sheamus attacking Big E, and he left him virtually unconscious after hitting him with the maneuver that they call white noise, and that meant that Big E was supposed to be in the fatal four-way, and so this attack meant that he was out of the fatal four-way. So we also had a women's tag team match, and something else happened. The Golden role models are no more. Sasha Banks and Bayley, they've parted ways, and this is what happened. They went in a tag team match against Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. So while during the fights, during the match itself, Sasha Banks got injured. Her knee was bad and everything, but it was the woman who calls herself the irresistible force, Nia Jax, to deliver a cross body to both Sasha Banks and Bayley, and then they got the win. And so after the Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler won this encounter and had the match had ended, then later we saw that Bayley attacked her friend Sasha Banks. She attacked her bad knee and really beat her down, which was exactly what Owen Hart, the brother of Bret Hart, did to him. This is a storyline from somebody else back, and this is what the WWE does at times. They take a storyline that have worked very well and they replay it. So during that encounter, Bret Hart had a bad knee, but he didn't tag in his brother, and he was attempting to win the fight on his own. Eventually, the referee said the fight could not continue because Bret Hart had a bad leg, and Owen Hart got angry and attacked Bret Hart, and of course he turned heel, and that was exactly what happened. Bayley now attacking Sasha Banks, and basically Bayley has well, they've both been heels the last couple of months, so maybe now Sasha Banks will become a babyface and maybe become ruthless, trying to win the SmackDown Women's Championship, which Bayley currently holds. Then we also had this segment when Sami Zayn came to the ring, and then he said he didn't like that the ring announcer Greg Hamilton, he didn't refer to him as the Intercontinental Champion. While this was on, Jeff Hardy, who we know as the Intercontinental Champion, interrupted, and it was followed by AJ Styles, and then of course this led to a brawl, but eventually it was Sami Zayn who stood tall by hitting his opponents with the Hell kick. And finally we had the fatal four-way match. But before the match, Paul Heyman, he suggested that Jey Uso should replace Big E, who was attacked by Sheamus in the build-up to the fatal four-way. And so we now had King Corbin, Matt Riddle, Sheamus, and Jey Uso. Jimmy, his twin brother, has been out injured for some time. So this fight went back and forth, but eventually it was the Usos who was able, Jey Uso, who was able to get the win by hitting Matt Riddle with a top rope splash, and that gave him the win. And after the match, he caught a brief promo in which he welcomed his cousin. They are actually related, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. So he welcomed Roman Reigns to what they've called in the past the Uso Penitentiary, that come Night of Champions, he was going to take the belts from Roman Reigns. And this will be interesting. Let's see what will happen when two relatives battle for the WWE Championship at Night of Champions. So that's what happened on SmackDown last night.
All right, let's go to the circuit in Belgium now. I can tell you that Lewis Hamilton is on pole, and it's a sorry, did I say
Italy,
Monza, rather. Sorry, that was Spa last weekend. It's a total fiasco for Ferrari.
Ferrari, they've been struggling, no doubt about that, and the fact that Sebastian Vettel will be leaving them, and that also put them in a difficult position. But I think they're
difficult position. Well, they're not the ones that refuse to extend this contract.
Yeah, but then we know that they are not having a better relationship at this moment. But Charles Leclerc has been the outstanding driver among the two. But when you have the Mercedes dominating, even in practice, first practice was Bottas, second practice Lewis Hamilton, and now Lewis Hamilton also doing his thing. So it really puts others in a difficult situation. But in terms of Ferrari, though they are having a difficult time this year, maybe next year they could be. But this is their own home Grand Prix, yeah, because they are from Italy. But this is where they're supposed to be dominating. But when you have Mercedes who always dominates in Germany and also come to Italy and also dominate in Italy. I think it gets to show that yes, it is going to be Mercedes this season. But in the next 1 or 2 seasons, if they can get a quality driver to partner with Charles Leclerc, they're talking about Ferrari, and also gets to, because they've done a fantastic car, manufacture the car that will also give that of Mercedes, top fight. But the fact that the drivers right now, one is more committed and more serious and more focused than one. So it is this season is over for Ferrari. Honestly, I don't think they are not going to get anything. But next season and next 2 seasons, they could start in fight back.
As a front row lockout for them, Lewis Hamilton top, Valtteri Bottas second, and then you have Carlos Sainz of McLaren third.
Okay, we'll go for this quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
My name is Nusayaba Wellington, a teacher at Government Science and Technical College, Benin City. Since I have been in this school, I have never witnessed such massive government intervention. In fact, there is no word to describe this extraordinary infrastructural development that is ongoing in this institution. This is a classic example of a conducive atmosphere for teaching and learning. And as a teacher, I have no choice than to put in my best to reciprocate government's huge investments.
Now this kind of school, now them they see for Budoibo. This now another Obaseki wonder. I beg, make we clap for Obaseki.
Vote Governor Obaseki. Vote PDP.
Salu Oniha Okonofwa Foundation, in collaboration with the Edo State Ministry of Education, presents the 3rd edition of the annual Educators Appreciation Ceremony, the Okonofwa Foundation Teachers Awards. Who emerges 2020 Edo State Overall Best Teacher? The answer will be revealed on Thursday, the 10th of September 2020 at New Era College, Upper Mission, Benin City. Time, red carpet 1 p.m. Main event 2 p.m. Please note that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, attendance is strictly by invitation. All invited guests must wear face masks and social distancing must be observed in the hall. Awards will be won in 22 categories. Each winner will get a plate and 100,000 naira. Every nominee would also receive a prize. Okonofwa Foundation, bridging the gap.
So much for staying with us on the show this lovely Saturday. Before we open the phone lines, let's go to athletics. Yesterday, Mufara, we were talking about him, and I was like, I'm not really sure, but the young man probably heard me, and he just wanted to disappoint me. I wasn't expecting to do that, but he did.
Yeah, I told you yesterday that even Haile Gebrselassie said, look, this particular record is not too difficult to break, so he was backing Mufara to break it. But again, you look at the time, the year that Haile Gebrselassie set his, it was in 2007, so that was a long time ago. But the 1 hour world record, or the 1 hour race, is a race that is not very common. They don't run it all the time, just like the 300 meters. You have the 100, 200, 400, but there's also the 300 meters, but they don't usually do it all the time. So the idea in the rally run 1 hour race is that athletes, they try as much as they can to cover as much distance in 60 seconds. So in 60 minutes. For Haile Gebrselassie, the time that he said, or the distance that he covered under 1 hour was 21 21,285 meters. That was the distance that he covered under 1 hour. For Mo Farah, he ran 21,330 meters. So you see, the distance that he covered in 1 hour is more than what Haile Gebrselassie did in his own time. So, and this is the first outdoor world record that Mo Farah has set. He's 37, and he says he wants to compete at the 10,000 meters at the Olympics, the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, which will be coming up in 2021. Then also on Friday, Sifan Hassan of the Netherlands, she set a new world record in the women's race. That's the women's 1 hour race. Her time, she was able to cover 18,930 meters in 1 hour, and so her time surpassed the distance that was covered by Dia Tunes in 2008. She ran 18,517 meters. So that is the situation. But it's like it's a very good time to smash world records in athletics, because Perez Jepchirchir, she also set a new marathon world record in the half marathon, women's only half marathon. The 26-year-old ran 1 hour 5 minutes 34 seconds in Prague, and that means that she took 37 seconds off the time that was set by Ethiopia's Netsanet Budeta in 2018. She covered the first 10 kilometers of the 16 and a half lap in 30 minutes 32 seconds. And she said she was thinking that she would do it in 1 hour 4 minutes and 50 seconds, but she's happy that she broke the world record. She also won the 2016 World Half Marathon.
Oh, congratulations to all the men and the all Africans. There's some fantastic stuff of us.
Africa representing other countries. Originally from Somalia, but of course we know he represents Great Britain. Sifan Hassan represents the Netherlands, but of course.
You know, when it comes to record, people breaking records, setting records, and doing some stuff, the little-minded people, they don't talk about, they just appreciate what they are
doing. Yeah, of course. They are representing their country.
But once the skin color, they start shouting.
No, but the thing is, if Anthony Joshua wins, well, he did in 2012, he is a Briton. They don't want to know the color of his skin. Yeah, but when it comes to other things, that's when they know you are from an asshole country. And besides, they will even tell you that if they had not provided the atmosphere and the facilities for these athletes, if they had remained in their countries, maybe they would not have won these championships. But that isn't really true, because we have seen some athletes from Morocco, Hisham El Garoui, won the won the 5,000 meters gold at the Olympics and the World Athletics Championship. Representing Morocco, we've seen Kenya go to the Olympics and the World Championship, and they've dominated. The 400 meters world record holder, where is he from? South Africa, Wade Van Niekerk. An athlete that the great Usain Bolt caught his interview to congratulate him after he set that world record. Usain Bolt was granting an interview live before the whole world, and then he saw Wade Van Niekerk walking past, and he went to shake the hands of Wade Van Niekerk. I was like, boy, I enjoyed your race. He was representing an African country at that Olympic Games when he smashed the world record in 400 meters. So even if they had represented their countries of origin with the right setup, they will go on to do great stuff.
Okay, we are almost there. Just this what we're going to be doing today. You can join this conversation, make a contribution, but you can actually win recharge card 500 naira for 6 people. That's 3,000 discussing double communication down here in Benin City at Airport Road. So he graciously gave us 3,000 naira to ask you guys any question of our choice, and we'll begin. But so this one we're going to do, if you are supporting any football club, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, you can call and we'll ask a question about that particular club. If you get it, then you give us a number like we normally do, then we do the transfer to you later after the show. Or better still, there are tickets here that I'm looking at from this awards for 2020 SASAD edition. I have 6 tickets here, but I'll be giving them out. The show is split for tomorrow. I'll give them out, but that will be after we resisted the recharge card money. So, time for you to be part of the show. 0706 263 9275 or 0903 939 4427. Look on our wait now. The lines are already blinking. Then 0812 1789154. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Dan Juma. Yes, how are you doing this evening?
I'm very good.
Yeah, good evening.
Hold on.
Good evening, Dan Juma.
Yeah, Ajibade Babalade.
Ajibade Babalade is good. Not university. I'm a great family the property to do the make regular. And we need to know what people should happen. So we just to know the
Sorry? Okay.
You know, the good people that are not good for mercy, I won't know to not be for better. If you do the according mercy, leave that if you want to leave, you should do the day that we talk about that because I don't know, nobody will find mercy for that kind of money. Maybe you. So what will be the only for good? But I don't know mercy not for more. And we are doing you the doctor. But let them come out. People will have no uncle. But the manager who are not see. When you come like this, I will advise you like a bad brother to me to be one thing so that you need and you better need. When you see the need with chorus. But that to start for the Islamic disagreement with people for example the church goes in the thing. If for example we know safety and please that is I believe nobody do it. I believe one or two churches will cause separate businesses. If for example we know safety.
Yeah, they said they're not going to win, but what would they discuss or argue about? They say the board of Chelsea no go tell them say you have to win 2 trophies this season. Yeah, so but of course, I even gave examples of managers that came in first season, they won with signings. Yeah, so it's possible.
We put in that is absolutely correct.
Now, suppose they support Navi.
Yes, sir.
Let's see how we ask you now. Okay, we just spoke about Ajibade Babalade. He presented the Super Eagles, actually came into limelight. We all got to really know his name at the national level in the African Cup of Nations held in what year? Okay. All right, you get a clap for yourself. I want to give you. Okay, congratulations. We know, you know what we're doing at Danjuma. We'll reach out to you, okay?
Okay, now.
All right, thank you. All right. Oh, sorry, that's going on there. So sorry. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, my name is Damilola.
Damilola. Okay, calling us from where?
From Second East Road.
All right. You want to contribute or you want to go straight to the game?
No, I want to go straight to the game.
Which of the club do you support?
Manchester United.
This one go hard. Do you remember that famous goal scored by Rangiz when he took off his shirt? You saw the hair on his body.
Yes.
What year was that?
What year? It was against.
Hold on. you have one answer, just one answer, because that's was the famous goal for Manchester United. So the once you mention one here and it's not correct, that's it for you. Okay. So tell me the year he scored that goal. Yeah. So let me come for you now.
No, not semi-final.
The Villa Park, yeah.
Yeah, semi-final against Arsenal. Yeah, Celtic Cup semi-final. 92.
1992, Ryan Giggs was 17 or 18. Yeah. So it wasn't in 1992.
Sorry, bye-bye. You don't get
but I think since he got the match, he even mentioned that it was against
against Arsenal.
yeah, it's the FA Cup semi-final. I think we should give it.
Okay, we'll give it. Alright.
It was in 1999, that was the year they won the treble.
Okay.
Give us your number.
080 32.
Sorry?
32.
Alright, 32 36 33 71. Let me go through it with you again. 32.
Okay. Yes.
032.
Yes.
36.
Yes.
33.
Yes.
71.
Yes.
It is the yellow network, right?
Yeah, yellow network.
So you got that. It was in 1999, not 92, brother. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Yes. Good evening.
Wow, it's okay. You're Sport.
Yes, you are.
Alright. Good evening. Egusa. Good evening. The Berlusconi of Sport.
Good evening. Happy weekend to you.
Please, what's your name? Where are you from?
Okay, I'm coming from Lucky Way.
What's your name?
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to play the game or want to make contributions?
Let me go to the game.
Sorry, the line is. I'm not getting you, brother. Hello?
I have to go to the game.
Where are you? Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Emeka speaking from Ikoi.
Okay, make up from Ikoi. Contributions?
I go to Bakadada, Egusa, and the I want to play the game.
Okay, tell us the club you're supporting.
Chelsea FC.
Chelsea FC.
Yes, sir.
Chelsea FC. Ah, I need one difficult question to ask. Somebody was asking who was the highest goal scorer at Chelsea. That person failed. I know you will get it. I can see you've already gone to Google this one. Okay, tell us the number of goals in all competitions. The number of goals that the great Didier Drogba scored while at Chelsea.
Wow. I don't want to guess any. I'm not very sure. I'm going to guess any. I'm not very sure.
Don't guess so.
It's not sure now, so the best thing you can do is to guess.
180 goals. About 180 goals.
Sorry, I didn't get that, sorry.
I say about 180 goals.
180. Didier for Chelsea. Is that a fun answer?
That's a fun answer.
So you just 108 or 180? 80. Gross. You don't get me. Sorry.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Mr. Ibrahim, good evening. Mr. Fazik Aleota, good evening. This is Brother Mike.
Good evening, Brother Mike. You're welcome.
I want to, I think Lionel Messi have final with Barcelona. They have already finalized their differences.
Yes, well, he said he's staying at the club at least for one more season.
Oh, that is very good. That is very good. Because the thing we get us to beat before. It was I could have played your game, but that game he had because I was supposed to Super Eagles and Chelsea, but I could have liked Super Eagles.
Do you want to play or you?
Let me try.
Okay, you're supporting Super Eagles.
Yes, because I bleed green like Mr. Ibrahim.
You bleed green like Mr. Ibrahim. Okay, that's not really something to Ibrahim to give you. If you just you bleed green like Ibrahim, see. We don't have a question from Brother Mark in the year 2000 or 1990. We want to go to the 80s and 70s. You bleed green.
Not Mr. Ibrahim that was born in 19, that was World Cup in 1930.
Hey, is that like, good luck. Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, Ajibade Babalade represented Nigeria at the Senegal 92 Africa Cup of Nations. Tell us, where did Nigeria finish in that competition?
In 1992.
Yes, Africa Cup of Nations 1992. What position did Nigeria finish?
We always say these things. I think it's not really when we talk about the Super Eagles, don't talk about the 92 African Cup of Nations.
92 African Cup of Nations. Nigeria finished third.
Yeah, you're correct. It's 2-1 to Ghana in the semi-final, and then beats Cameroon 2-1 in the third place match. So we finished third.
You believe game, bro? Brilliant, bro. Give us a number. Yeah.
Can you call the number?
Yes, we should.
080.
Okay. 62
90
96
82
28. All right, this is the Yellow Network, right?
Yes, Yellow. Yes, exactly.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. God bless you, people.
Bless you too. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
This is Cody. I'm calling from South Shiba Park.
Okay.
I want to play the game.
We want to play the game. Okay. The club you support?
Manchester United.
Manchester United. Okay. How many FA Cup did Wayne Rooney, the highest goal scorer in the history of Manchester United, win while he was playing for Manchester United? How many?
I don't really know, but let me just guess. 5.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
My brother, you're not a true red. You're not a Manchester United fan. Wayne Rooney only won one FA Cup, and that was under Louis van Gaal. Yeah. Hello?
Hello, Francis. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Okay, Brian. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, good evening. This is Barrios calling from Mugida.
Yes, Mugida.
Yeah. Okay, Brian. If you have explained that, I think Match.com we now know the difference between Messi and Maradona has been their commitment to that club. The relationship between Messi and Barcelona is quite different from the relationship between Ronaldo and Real Madrid. So because the other day when Madrid.com was saying
without
that I'm attacking him, I was just like taking something as well for what he's saying. I get to know that I'm attacking him. We are all cornered in this program because he was saying that what Ronaldo has done. I mean, his commitment to Madrid, that Messi has not really done that. But
did he talk about the commitment, or he was talking about the impact? Was it commitment he was talking about?
The impact, yes. I remember. Thank you very much. So at least it's your explanation now. At least you understand that. So brilliant. I don't want to interpret the game. Let other people play. Play an international interview and then let Titi item. The Barcelona interview. I mean, Barcelona item.
Alright.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for the Omar.
Take care, people. Talk to us.
I have to play the game now, yeah. What's your fan?
You know what?
It's up your fan, or.
No, why not?
I didn't even know the question to ask you.
It was the last time that Tottenham won a league. It was the League Cup. What year was it and which team did they beat? How many goals? It wasn't FA Cup.
League Cup.
Okay, the League Cup.
The last time they won the title.
The year, is it the year?
And the year,
1995.
We're not talking about the Premier League. We're not talking about the FA. We're talking about the
They've not won the Premier League. They've not won the Premier League.
The last time
Not among the seven. What I'm asking you, you support Tottenham Hotspur now. Tell me the last time that they won a trophy. Which year was it? Okay, and which team did?
2005.
No.
Boys, we don't try. Thank you.
Yeah, it was close, but it's not 2005.
Hello. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Hi, from Kamaru.
I would like to talk to us.
I still want to play the game.
Okay, you want to play the club support? Chelsea.
Yes.
Okay, this one. Let me think about it properly. Do you remember the captain Dennis Wise?
No.
Is that?
No.
Why did you start supporting Chelsea?
Hello.
Why did you start supporting Chelsea?
Just give us the apart from this current captain, that is Cesar Azpilicueta. Give us the names of three players that have captained Chelsea.
John Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Gary King.
Mm-hmm.
Lampard.
No, Lampard was captain, but he wasn't really captain. There was someone that was the main captain while Lampard was there. So we will not accept Lampard. Because we accept Lampard, we also have to accept every other person that has won the Keepers Award.
I mean the captain, not the vice captain.
One more, you've given us two.
I checked.
Look, anybody that was there when John Terry was there is not captain now, because John Terry was the captain for a long time. And so I'm just giving you the I don't know why you did you mention Terry?
Yes,
You mentioned Terry was the first. Then
we don't try.
So give us one more. We want people to win this thing. I'm not going to use the recharge card. Francis or Ewosa won't use it. So we want you guys to win. Give us one more.
I just told you.
Reminds me of and the kids during no idea.
But it's not fair. Actually, do you know Dennis Wise?
Wise was
the captain of Chelsea. You said no. Then name three captains now. You didn't name Dennis Wise.
Hello. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, Ima from Midapa.
Alright, Ima, talk to us.
A Chelsea fan.
You're a Chelsea fan. You want to play the game?
Yes.
Okay. How many goals did Drogba score in his first season at Chelsea?
First season.
First season.
20 goals.
No.
28 goals.
No. 16 goals.
What is Chelsea fans? It's okay.
That last kind of thing.
Hello.
Now you are disqualified. You don't talk to us.
That's not how they play the game.
Talk to us. We hear you.
But I reach you about. Well done. I just follow the game, so I don't know game one they play. I don't know the recast card will come on. Who's the recast card this year?
Now, one of our fans give us the third card to share double van. So we are sharing.
What did they tell me? The one that surprised me for Nigeria. Now Nigerian people are there, most especially for me now. Because when you reach your capacity to control the league and make people follow the league, you make many people follow the league. Make me as a person, I've had a good stadium at the year 1992, 93, 94, 95, 96. At the good stadium, at the good stadium, well, it is jam packed. It is too person the whole of stadium. Papa, and I fall. So that stadium are trouble. But the league all class before you come back and try to rise the league again. So not go back. The Nigeria, people they compare the Nigerian league, they're supposed to work towards this thing. After all the work towards that, tell us to prepare. We might not be prepared. And now when government don't give the job, when I start saying it, like 2 weeks, our government is quiet. They're supposed to fix this when the league will start. That's what they say they work. Even Corona, they have had the money for Europe start the league. And for the new season now, this has been there for most of all the leagues. They don't know when they go start, but for Nigerian league, when they go start, this guy they talk about that's the man from how we say they not believe that the league will start this year, but at the three God, thank God, make the league start this year, because why are they talking make the league start this year? Many people in Nigeria when they survive through this thing. Now that one they after many people in Nigeria when they survive through this thing. And with this thing come down, with that time, I asked him to do this because I asked him already do the country. So at the pray, make them let the league start. If they ask, maybe IQ, NFF, this IQ winner, their money to set out now, you see, this thing is not done. Just like after that winner pick up, after that they never receive money, they say winner pick up. People will not go happen for 6 months. Give them, whether they complain this thing, give them their money. Let them know where they stand. Let them prepare for next season. Let them have the money, let them not prepare for next season. I don't know.
We're there with you.
So I went to ask you now, then which game will I play? Man, know the game, man, know how to play.
No, we did ask questions about the club you support, but we don't want to ask you. We won't say you're not big man. We don't want to ask you.
Okay, now no problem. I'll leave the rest to me to play now. I don't know. All ask now for congratulations. I don't know them. Would they do some kind of secret signing? I don't think they continue like this. After I not get money, would they do it small? So next week we go take softer. We look at the next season will be. I agree to my boss.
So by the way, did you guys talk about this Africa Cup of Nations?
Yeah, no, that. Hello, yes, we're with you.
Good evening,
yes, good evening.
Good evening, Mr.
Yeah, good evening.
Barcelona, how are you?
You can't comment the question. I'm not about Barcelona. They don't make me regret.
Okay, you want to answer question?
Let me say if I can.
Are you sure?
If I can.
Okay, alright. You said if you can. Alright, you remember this great African that played in before you people? His name, Samuel Tufis.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the number of goals he scored for Barcelona?
What's that goal?
Are you sure?
Very, very sure.
Yeah, sure.
Over sure.
I have not asked you that question. Why you get that? Alright, now give me your number.
I don't have to complete from the number.
You don't have your number.
Okay, I will send you that message now.
Okay.
Do you have my number?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, how many number of goods did you say again?
108 goods.
Are you sure?
That cannot be the total number.
No, you're wrong. Sorry. I thought you said something else. I don't want to say it on air. Sorry. You're wrong.
Seriously.
You're giving me, sorry, you're right. So it's called 108 goals in La Liga.
Yeah.
In La Liga.
Okay, look at that goal.
Yes, in La Liga it's called 108. That's what confused me. Sorry. I mean, the number of goals is called for Barcelona. It's not 200, it's 100 plus.
I don't know that.
Let me give it to you. It's 130.
130 goals for Barcelona.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I think go to this message, right?
Yeah, to me. I will take to the text line now.
Oh, no wahala.
Thank you.
Alright.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
I want to play. My name is Innocent, calling from Eastern.
Innocent from Eastern. The club?
Yes. Arsenal fan.
There are some clubs you guys are mentioning. I think more hard. Okay. Arsenal went unbeaten. The famous invincible that we always talk about, that you guys always rub on people's faces as far as the English Premier League is concerned. An entire season, fantastic. How many games was it there?
It's like
Hold on. Think about it. You're an Arsenal fan. I don't want you to say it's like. Just say it.
I know that the first season, the whole season, they did
how many matches did Arsenal go unbeaten? It was across 3 seasons. The first season was, I think, the last 2 games. Then they went 38 matches in one complete season. Then into the next season, they went some matches. So when you put all together, how many matches is the record?
See, Brian has got a match for you.
Let me guess. I guess 64. Hello?
Sorry, what was the answer?
I said 64.
64?
49.
Somebody don't tell you, huh?
No.
I'm
glad that you know not.
What just give you? Yes, it. What just give you?
Give it to
Hello?
Call your number.
Okay, 008.
Okay, 0808.
7178.
7178.
430.
430.
Yes.
Alright. This is the Red Network.
Yes.
Alright. Well, you get an alert from us once we leave the studio. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
I will go for this quick commercial break. We'll be right back, guys.
Trying to get or receive information through all corners of the globe requires unprecedented internet service. At Wireless NG, we provide fast, reliable, and affordable unlimited broadband internet service for homes and businesses. Service is currently available across Lagos and Benin. Visit us today at Wireless NG, 5 Ramaya, Ikenede Street off PZ Sapler Road, Benin City, or our marketing office, 70 Olowo Complex, Airport Road, Benin City, or call 0807-887-9960 or 0703-672-9147. Wireless NG, erasing internet boundaries.
If we not be God win you, we not go vote any other person. We not go vote. If we not be PDP, we not go vote any other party. We not go vote. Oga, make you carry your ticket go. Oga, I say carry your ticket go. Any day God win, they not there go. Anywhere side would go.
yourself, oh. This no be the one you go take only ear here, oh. You must take your eyes see so that you self go enjoy wetin other people dey enjoy. Uyi Technica, the generator headquarter where they make everybody enjoy generators of all sizes and models for affordable price. Whether na the small one for barber shop or abi na big Perkins generator for factory and big building. Uyi Technica, the place for generators, spare parts, grinding machine, pepper mill, and others. Mention the name and size of generator where you want. Bakam Uyi Technica get them for the kind of money where dey your pocket. Bakam Uyi Technica get them. Go take your eyes see for the generator headquarters. Uyi Technica, 7981 and 83 Mission Road, Benin City, and all other Uyi Technical branches. Uyi Technica, affordable products for everybody jollification.
I have one more recharge card left to give out on the show this lovely Saturday evening, courtesy Double Val Communication at number 48 Airport Road. Thank you so much for giving us recharge card to give out to the Sport Fiesta Ferrari Daniel. Now 2.7 KUFM here in Benin City. Okay, who will be that lucky caller now that will get the question? Hello. Yes, good evening.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for that, Barry. That's the rest of the game to have to get to work on it. For the time I took you at the
Sorry, sir, we can't see you. Can you guys hear?
You have to say again.
Because I'm getting a great man, it is something that the main picture. Other things are not playing as well. This time I took for me. Next September, just start again. We know where we are heading to.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
After the time we're doing, others are doing as well too. By the time we see the people, then everybody will know who will win it and who will not win it. Not that it's just to be careful with best and players and the at least 6 we can do that in other leagues, not in Premier League. I really not believe any expense of him. Well, thank you very much for the business. And I'm not very explaining insurance and Man United items. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening,
okay.
Bayern Munich don't come from Dubai.
Say, me, I'm confused. I don't even know what to say. Okay, don't come. Okay, we here. All right.
I want to contribute. I will also play the game.
You have 2 minutes to do that. Everything together because we have to go.
Okay. For me, I really do not want the cost of players that Chelsea have signed. I don't want them to do this season.
Don't do them
at all.
This pure bad.
I don't want them to do maybe from 3 seasons. But for this season, I think United is going to win the trophy this season. So I want to do the game. Let's try my head.
And you're Bayern Munich fan, right?
No, I'm a United fan.
Manchester United.
Yes.
Okay. Rafi van Persie came from Arsenal to Manchester United, and that very season he won the Premier League. Remember?
Yes.
How many Premier League goals did he score for United?
Oh my God. Okay, let me just try. 22.
You're a Manchester United fan. You should be Man United fan. I can hear you. The answer weak me. The answer weak me. Okay, he scored above 25 goals. I won't tell you the other above. He scored above 25 goals.
Above 25?
Yes.
Okay. 20.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
And you're wrong.
No problem.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, good evening. This
Yes, good evening. This is who?
Maxwell, first time caller.
Okay, Maxwell, first time caller. Welcome to the family.
Good evening.
Yeah.
I want to play the game.
Okay, tell us the club you're supporting. Could be Better Insurance, right?
Manchester United.
Alright. You listened to the last caller, right?
Yes, exactly.
So answer the question.
27 goals.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You're a true fan of Manchester United. Give me your number.
00.
Okay.
544.
Okay.
177.
Okay.
09.
Alright. This is the Green Network, right?
Yes, the green.
And that does it for us as far as the recharge card is concerned. Big thank you to Double VAR Communication right here in Benin at Airport Road number 48 for giving out this recharge card to the fans of KFL Sport Fiesta. He's a big fan as well. A strong Manchester United fan. In fact, if not for the coronavirus, would have called me and snapped a picture and say, "This is my season ticket for Manchester United. When I'm free, I'm going to work." But these guys are not playing very well. Anyway, thank you very much, sir, for your contributions. We'll go on another break now, commercial break. But we'll come back. We'll take a look at your text messages and, of course, the EDISA Awards 2020 Southside edition is still available, the tickets, so you can call in and answer any question, and we'll give you that to just 6 tickets will be available for sports. So we'll give it out to you for you to go enjoy yourself tomorrow. Remember, if you go, you must observe all the government COVID-19 guidelines. No face mask, no entry. We'll be right back.
Regularly, and do not touch your face, eyes, and mouth if you have not washed your hands.
Take responsibility for you and the rest of us.
This message is from the Federal Ministry of Health, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, and its partners.
Election come on me be no go. Me Edo State governor election na me be me. Saturday rine can do for see bomino gonna way. Me kura mo. Na in fune voters card temni me imonana warea. Ko be in bra kon ko mo. Iyomi ola iyako INEC have prayer on adi. On ba PVC me on mo di ne iye on mo ni me a. Onu go ne onako your twa akopa me no me on dem me. Me ko ara ne fune ko ta de protect in gerere vote fune voters card temni me to me bora. Ome on mo bo mo lo afa. In repa in logozo pa on ba ko. On akwo sia on ne bra ko to. Me ki yelemo were rimo mo ni mi bra ko fun otwa I disable premi and ome ko I do vote me no mo. Independent National Electoral Commission anya ketemno gume do ani mu bra po mo do ni anko Nigeria krio vote won na mi me and bele mu
Your dogs say, looking by the way body they scratch person 9% scratch out sense. The dogs say to peace no hard, but foul no feet. Word. From north to south, east, coast, west, for this state our eyes don't open reach ground past here. When they observe the matter all around, see good governance, no be by grand beast, no be by chop finish big teeth, no be by preach finish for pulpit, come the wrong hypocrisy for street. But for inside belay the first spark, because reason matter well. The true intention of every good leader now to make the common man feel like stars. And for those states, we don't understand this one as facts. Say, but we know Baseki, now let good governance for start. Vote Governor Baseki, vote PDP.
Now let's take a look at the text messages. Let's also hear from our fans from that particular platform. Then we'll go back to the phone lines again and see if we win these tickets available right now. The DISA Awards 2020 in Salsa. So for those calling, make sure to calm down first. The lines are all blinking at the same time. Just calm down a little bit. When we read your messages, then go back to the phone lines and take a look at what you guys can answer from our questions down here. Then you get to win a ticket. Available here at our communication village down at just right by the bypass of Duwawa. Okay, let's take a look at the messages now.
Okay, Brian, I know you don't like jam question, but clarify the air. Messi, Ronaldo, and Neymar. Who is the best, or your preferred dribbler with the ball? All of them.
If I give them please, don't let them be my players up front.
Good evening, unpredicted men of sports. It's nice hearing you guys. Please, which player is about packing his lodge to Chelsea now that Laves has joined the team? Sunny Star from God bless you.
It's okay. It's alright.
God bless you. GAYS. Oh my goodness. Amen. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Stop it, where are you? This one says, good evening, sirs. My name is Thomas from Sapele Road. Please, sir, is it true that AFCON trophy has been stolen? Yes, and yes. This is the original. A couple of some trophies. The Egyptian FA said they discovered that some of the trophies are missing, and one of them is what they are referring to as the original AFCON trophy. You know, when you win the African Cup of Nations 3 times, you get to keep it. They give you that trophy. So the one that Egypt won in 2010, after they won it in 2006, 2008, and 2010, they now gave it to them 4 keeps. Before then, they've already also won it before. So it is that particular trophy that is missing, and that's not the only one. There are some other trophies that are missing from the Egyptian FA. So they are developing their main headquarters, including changing the entrance to a small museum of Egyptian football. And so they said they are shocked at the disappearance of some trophies from the storeroom. So clearly it's from there that the thing was stolen. But you know, even the World Cup trophy, the Jules Rimet, not this new one, the old Jules Rimet trophy. Yeah, it was stolen. I think ahead of the, was it the 1966 World Cup? It was stolen, and it was a dog named Pinkos that found it. But the original one, the original Jules Rimet trophy, that's the one that they first used in 1930, is gone. They've lost it forever. The people feel, well, they must have melted it for its point. This one says, okay, Barcelona has sent his, can you please take it for so I can delete this?
Okay.
Okay, not call. No. Just take it. Shouldn't call this number. I don't know who, Barcelona, who the fear say go call you?
Exactly. Others scored.
People like Barcelona get some skeleton in his cupboard.
Exactly.
Okay,
we should look for that.
Okay, Ibrahim, in general, you say, is it when you say Nigeria is the greatest footballing country in the whole of Africa in all organized CAF competition, be it male or female or 8 grades competition? I don't know. Are you making a statement or asking me a question? Okay, Ibrahim, in general, you now say WE, then you say, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't know whether you're asking me a question now or you're making the statement. But personally, I say Nigeria is the greatest footballing nation in Africa. Yes, I know you will argue and tell me, well, Egypt has won the African competition 7 times, Nigeria has only won it 3 times. Yes, but I will also counter and say, look at the women. We've won it more times than any other, 9 times. You look at under 20, we've done very well. Look at under 23, look at under 20 for the men and the women. Look at the under 17 for the men and the women. Consistently, we've done well. So when you aggregate all of this together, you say Nigeria is a greatest. If you look at Egypt, for instance, their under 17 team has not won the World Cup. They've not even done particularly greatly in, on the continent, you know. So that's all. Good evening. Okay, that is the complete one. Good evening, guys. Please ask me the names of the people who have Captain Arsenal. I salute you and your team. You are doing great work, Mr. Arsenal. Mr. Arsenal, you should be sending us cards to give to people, so you are not qualified to play the game. This one says, good evening, Demigods of Sport. Any latest transfer update on Tottenham Hotspur? Please play me Bayern Munich, Man United, and AC Milan anthem from Omo GRA. Mr. Ibrahim, good PM. Which of these platforms is best for sport presentation, radio or TV? My name is USA 94. The great question when you guys react. I've been on radio, I've been on TV, so they are both wonderful, they are both excellent. I don't know why you want me to think. Good evening, sports wise man. Okay, Ibrahim, it's possible for a club to come after already signed player before the season kick-off? Okay, is it possible before the season kick-off? E.g., Man City coming for Kai Havertz, Austin from Ugbo. Let me see the question again. Is it possible for a club to come for an already signed player? I think they said if the player has not already signed, the player has signed.
Just last night.
No, now.
You
could do your medical, you could do whatever, so long as you have not put pen to paper, then it is really, really difficult. But I don't. The case of
William?
No, not William. William was medical. John Mikelubi. You know, I don't know whether John Mikelubi actually signed. Yes. Did he? I think he signed though. I think
on a piece of paper, not the official contract.
Because Chelsea had to pay Manchester United. I think they paid Manchester United about 12 million. Yes. So I think that's it. Generally, it doesn't work that once we sign up.
Same window. Was it same window?
It was the same window now. That he signed for Manchester United. That he went to Manchester United and came to Chelsea.
Yeah.
It was the same window now.
Same window?
It was the same window.
It was that period that you
It was the same window. Yeah, but they kept him for some months before he eventually they had that transfer to, so then he now eventually went to Chelsea. Yeah, but it was that period. And good evening, men of sport. I really appreciate the way you analyze sports, but the only but I think to answer that guy's question directly, normally it doesn't happen, but I don't know, there could be some things behind the scene like that. John Mikelovich's case. I'm not sure whether I actually signed. I don't know whether I actually signed as and put pen to paper to say, okay, this is my signature. I have accepted. And if you do, then they may have to find a way to break the contract. I think maybe that's what Chelsea did when they paid Manchester United 12 million. So normally it doesn't happen, but if you have a very, very rare occasion when it happens like that of John Mikelovic, then it will lead to some controversy and eventually some money will change hands. Good evening, men of sport. I really appreciate the way you analyze sports, but the only something is missing is that analyzing wrestling is always boring. Analyzing wrestling is analyzing, he didn't say it's boring, he said analyzing wrestling is analyzing boring movie. Ozzy from Ego. Well, you may not like wrestling, but there are people who like it. So
exactly.
When we started this, when we started KUSN, I wasn't doing wrestling, so I didn't like, but I was advised here by my colleagues here. It was suggested that look, people of Benin like wrestling, that when they go to barber shop, they see people watching wrestling and people really like wrestling, so we should. So my argument was that look, wrestling isn't sports in the real sense of it. Wrestling is entertainment. That's why the WWE, for instance, which is the #1 wrestling company in the world, professional wrestling company in the world, they now even call it World Wrestling Entertainment. That's what WWE is. It used to be World Wrestling Federation, but they were having issues with there was that one foundation that conserves nature. Is it Worldwide Fund or something? I think they were having problems with them, and that's why they turned their own to WWE. But they are basically telling you that look, this whole thing is so pro wrestling is not sports. When they are giving the awards to the best sportsman of the year, have you ever seen that
the wrestler?
They don't, because it's not sport. But if you do the amateur, the Greco-Roman wrestling and all that, yeah, you can qualify. That's what they do at the Olympics. Have you seen them do professional wrestling at the Olympics? So it's but because people like it and people want it, that's why we are giving the fans what they want. But left to me, I will not even be doing wrestling as a sport. Good evening, sportsmen. Please can the NFF just start paying super? Message is incomplete. Good evening, men of sport. Is McHenry in WWE in Nigerian? And please play me Madrid anthem. I am Papa Twins brother from Sapele Road. I love your show. No, I'm not aware of any Nigerian link concerning McHenry. I'm not aware. The one I know is Apollo Cruz that I've told you about. He's originally from Benue State, or at least his father is. But for McHenry, I've not heard anything about him being Nigerian. Since Barca don't want Luis Suarez again, I would advise Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to sign him if it's 2 years just for his experience. Has he not gone to Juventus? Yeah. He's already agreed to join Juventus now, so it's not going to Manchester United. Good evening, all demigods of sports. Any latest transfer update on Tottenham Hotspur? Please play me Bayern Munich, Man United, and AC Milan. Okay, I think we took this one earlier. Good evening, Baba of Sport. I salute you guys for the job well done. I am really enjoying the show. Always keep it up, please, and play me FC Ifeanyi Imba. No, sorry, FC. There's no club like Ifeanyi Imba now.
FC Ifeanyi Imba.
It's not this FC Ifeanyi Imba. Well, maybe it means FC Ifeanyimba, but it's looking like it is Enyimba. So you combine Enyimba and Ifeanyimba. I don't understand.
Yeah,
what you got is Ifeanyimba. So I think it's FC Ifeanyimba. Okay, thanks and God bless. Issa from GRE. Oga Ibrahim, Nigeria don't follow India for football match officially. Not that story we all had.
I was thinking he was going to ask.
99
for your rest.
Please will tell Arsenal to get me any black defensive midfielder. So now you they ask hard question. If I ask you from Rapid the Gunners.
If you ask me from the club I support, it go hard for no get her.
Good evening, the best sportsmen around. My name is Liam. Please, you guys should organize a platform for us SMS guys to get some of these cards. I know Messi is a drama queen. I know he was never going to leave Barcelona. Now that they are going to increase his salary, he will want to stay.
He has not agreed to that.
But he agreed to stay now for one season.
No, I'm talking about the salary thing.
Let's see. Dear Sportive, I can still remember the federal government used to appoint the FA chairman and Nigeria football witnessed greatness, and I think we should revert to such era. Two of such appointed chairmen were group captains John Obapolo and Emeka Omerua, and their tenure were revolutionary. From Damaga. Damaga, I hope you remember that era. You know what was happening there. That's military rule. So you want us to go back to military rule. What happened in Mali?
Exactly.
Even Nigeria went there to say, no, you cannot be having this. That was during military rule, except if you say we should go back. Good evening, the demigods of sports. What's the latest? Okay, repeated message. La Liga and Barca are afraid to lose revenue if Messi leaves. That's why all this saga catching from people. Well, he will leave eventually now, either with age or at the end of the season he will just say he's done. But Lionel Messi, you don't expect that he will play for the next 7 years. He will leave one day. Good day, sportsmen. Barcelona should let Messi go, or else he not going to play with his mind, even though the one season left of his contract. That's what I reason. Peter from Komahi. Okay. If Arsenal want to buy Messi, then go first their O2 stadium or use and borrow money. Just wish Arsenal can sign Messi. Rolling Nation from St. Saviour. Good evening, sports advocates. Happy birthday to the Oga at the very top, Mr. Michael Gadume. My brother said Chief Michael Gadume. I am wishing him, his family, all staff and management of KUFM more blissful years ahead with good health. Keep up the good job you are doing and love you all. And now something. I thought it was somebody sending a message. Okay. Messi, a drama queen. Even my 7-year-old kid laughed at hearing that. Now I knew Messi should forever be quiet because he is. Simplicity is a sin now. Who is this? You don't even put your name. A repeated message. Well, if you weren't, I hope you understand the concept of a drama queen. You don't know. The message came like a million times and your name is not there. It's the same message over and over and over and over. As about Mr. Francis here, the Barca board are so desperate to keep Messi against his own will and even promising to build a new team around him? Why are they scared of losing Messi, who have served the club faithfully over 2 decades? Messi is no drama queen, but a man that has rights to make decision and not a slave. Even Neymar complained about the same board before he left. Neymar openly criticized the board before and after leaving the club. Yeah, they done the same Neymar that wanted to come to Barcelona, and the same Messi that's not a drama queen that has made a complete U-turn and is back at Barcelona. Guys of KU Sports, good day. I have always maintained that going to Barca or Real is not the best. They use and dump a double donut. Good day.
They use that like they are trying to dump Messi.
Good day. Gods, finally, Man United has signed a player. Looking forward to more signings, not just signings, but quality signings, because we need to start winning trophy. Nice friendlies for the Super Eagles, but why far away Austria? What happened to our stadiums here? Elvis from Rocky. Elvis, you look at the things that we are playing, most times it's best that they play these matches in either Europe or any other continent, because it will be easier for the players to convert, players of the different countries. And by the way, now with this COVID thing, I think it's okay that they are not even coming here to play right now. And you look at travel restrictions, maybe Austria as is something that will favor both countries. Good day, Sports Doctor. Did Man United play any friendly game this season? Forward ever from Kaduna.
Maybe just resumed Monday.
Okay, another repeated message. This guy's message is saying you've got it right. Barcelona.
Yes, I have.
Okay, let's delete it. GMS Sportive, I hope the NFF is ready to start the league immediately now that the government has given a go-ahead for sports to continue. This is how you know who is ready for business from the mother. Mr. Ibrahim, you said the day before yesterday that the first time, okay, I think we answered this question before. Good evening, the Ministers of Sports. Please, I just want to know how long Man United has gone in the Sancho deal. This is Andrew, Man United brother. They said they are still interested. They're still looking at what will happen. Maybe they will eventually sign him. Good PM, guys. Why is USA coach talking about Pulisic moving to Barca? Okay, another message from yesterday. Gnabry of Bayern Munich. Which country is he from? Paul. He plays for. He plays for Germany. Plays for Germany. Sorry. Good day, Sports Dragons. He didn't play their last game. Yeah, but I think the game before that he played. I think he even scored against Spain. I was saying highlights of him. A good day, Sports Dragons. I wonder why fans take Messi serious anytime he threatens to leave. This is the 4th time he's doing this. I told you guys last week, let's not be going there. It's just his normal trip. Last, you go here say he don't sign new contracts.
Oh, the last time was it as big as this?
No, it wasn't. But you know,
this time it seems so really good.
And this is something. So when you say he's a drama queen, people they start saying all sort of things. Good evening, sirs. My name is Liam from JRA. Any news on Messi? I don't think Messi will leave. I think he's trying to get people's attention from Okay. Okay, I think he's trying to shift people's attention from the 8-2 scoreline with all this saga is S-A-G-A, not S-E-G, of leaving Barca. Don't forget he did the same thing by retiring from Argentina after they lost the final. He always does this. He's the master of shifting attentions. Babala Drama Queen. This one says
did you say Babala?
Babala Drama Queen, that's what it is. This one says, good day, men of sports. Please, is Chelsea are going to play? I don't know. I don't know whether the Spain is writing or let me see if I can do it and make sense of it. Chelsea going to play Champions League. Okay, he's asking if Chelsea are going to play Champions League and playoff. No, they will go straight to the group.
Guys, take your time when you're sending messages.
Good day, sirs. My name is Liam from JRA. Any news on mess? Okay, repeated the message.
Let's take one more. We have paid announcement.
Okay, Brian, you didn't say anything about the great performance. Okay, this one too, repeated about the Kia.
Okay, we'll be right back. Please, we'll take more of your messages. Obviously, we'll probably mostly with your requested anthems, but let's play this one first.
Our simple agenda is smart document. It is specific. It is measurable. It's accurate or achievable. It is realistic. The document is time-bound. I want to assure you people that I know that I'm not a liar and I'm not insincere. So I cannot afford to disappoint you. And by the grace of God, I will not disappoint you. I'm not to play.
Every time I stock the fridge, I come back to spoiled food.
My dear, I am tired too.
I think it's about time to go solar.
Go solar?
With Vertical Solar, you can go solar for as low as 36,000 naira monthly by paying installments of up to 12 months.
Really?
Vertical Solar range of products can power household devices such as televisions, fridges, air conditioners, microwave, water pumps, electric iron, washing machine, and lots more. With extensive pay installment plans up to 12 months with 10 years warranty.
Wow, what are the benefits of solar energy?
We're talking uninterrupted power supply, no monthly electricity bill, zero noise and smoke emission, and reduced generator maintenance cost.
Where is Vertical Solar located?
Number 28, Country Hall Hotel Road, off Ajib Junction, Sapele Road, Benin City. You can call them on 0816-170-1105 or 0703-623-4843. You can also send them an email on info@verticalsolar.com.ng.
Vertical Solar, lifetime power performance.
Alright, thanks so much for staying with us this lovely Saturday evening. Okay, let's go back to the test line now.
Let me get fresh ones. Sanchez went to Man United as the consecutive South American Player of the Year. He was also lighting up the EPL. He deserves his weight at the time. Sam Bobahill. Arsenal helped Watford to move to the Championship and ensured Aston Villa stayed in EPL. Then they spelled LMCL, beat Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, and Liverpool again. What a record at the bottom. Please, Oga Ibrahim, I think top 4 in England are going to play something like Champions League playoff because some season ago they used something like that. Thank you, away from it. I know we've told you that the teams that are in the top 4 will go straight to the group stage. I don't understand the questions that they keep asking about this. Good evening, sportsman. Please, Oga Ibrahim. Some of my friends said that Chelsea must go for playoff before they can play in the Champions League. Please give me an update on that. My name is Mark from Etiti Road. Except maybe as we are here now, they've I don't. Is there anything like that? I don't know. It's not. Except they've just made that rule, say because of coronavirus. I don't. Because from what me I know, the top 4 teams, the teams that finish in the top 4, they go straight to the group stages of the UEFA Champions League. It's all, and the only time that you could have a situation where the team that would finish 4th they don't even go for playoff, then they are pushed out completely. That's like maybe a team that is outside the top 4 wins the Champions League. Yeah, that's the only time. But even if it is a team from that country that it wins the Europa League, it doesn't affect the position of the team that finishes 4th. So I don't understand, and it's more than one person. They keep bringing it. I really don't. I'm wondering, there's something that has happened that I'm not aware of. I don't know.
All right, let's take from so we can honor the request. And
welcome to Marcus Rashford for his good work to help people in need. I'm happy a black man is doing this nice work, all to help the poor. Black Lives Matter, Kati from PZ.
Alright, this is where we have to do the curtains on the show this evening. We'll honor your request and straight to commercials. Please stay with this dial 92.7 KUFM down here. There's about 4 exciting programs. Have yourself a wonderful weekend and bye-bye.
the beginning of a new era for our lives. You see, I say this because recession, pandemic or not, success is not based on external circumstances. Rather, it is based on internal mindset. As we can see, so many dealing with crisis, most of them paralyzed by it and not motivated by it to create something new. Now, most people want to have a new level in life with the same personality. I'm sorry, my dear. To have a new reality in life, you will need a new personality. In fact, to have a life you've never had before, you will have to become whom you've never been before. So are you out there listening and you desire a new economic level for yourself and your family? You need to start making extra income to help you effectively prepare for your project, or you desire to give your kids the best of education, or maybe you just want enough to give back to society. Whatever the reason is for you to have extra income, it's okay to desire. Now, Cisco Computers Limited, in partnership with Dream Alive Campaign, brings you a business summit for 2020. Here's what you need to know about us at Cisco Computer Limited. It is a Nigerian registered firm for past 10 years that has a track record of genuinely training people on different businesses they can do to help change their economic lives. But this time, it is in partnership with Dream Alive Campaign, powered by Realistic Dreams Initiative, a registered NGO whose aim is to empower Nigerians to live their dreams. Our team of professionals will be here for the 2020 Business Summit to teach and coach you on these businesses. 1. Car importation with little or no capital. 2. Empowered consumer business model. 3. Recharge card printing. 4. Home-based importation plus other bonuses attached. Now, this business summit will be holding in Benin this Friday and Saturday at RDI office, first floor of Ralph Joe House, before NNPC filling station by Limit Junction, opposite Baden Hotel, Sapler Road, Benin City. For your seat reservation, text Benin with your full name to 0816 342 7142. Again, 0816 342 7142. Again, text the word Benin with your full name to 0816 342 7142. And you will receive a response from our customer care shortly afterwards. The time is 10 a.m. Now, here's the business in detail. For car importation, my dear, we're here to expose to you how you can import cars effortlessly from USA and make good income for yourself and friends. Yeah, as you're attending this business summit, you will be surprised at the amount of profits car importers are making. Now, you can import directly and sell to dealers, or you can sell to individuals and you are the one to enjoy all the profits. Now, here's the benefit. You don't need to use money you don't have to acquire cars that don't have anyone to buy them. You simply select the car a friend or customer needs, and with little deposit, you can bring down the car to Nigeria and they can pay the balance. As you attend the summit, right inside the training, you can start working on importing your first car. Now, you also enjoy free financing support where you can pay small percentage of about 33% of the car and have it delivered to you. My dear, this is one business you can start with zero capital, because you can actually start by being a middleman and make good income for yourself and family. The second business mentioned is recharge card printing. Now, here is the simple statistics of recharge card usage in Nigeria that will blow your mind. According to Punch newspaper publication, date March 28, 2019, check it out. It states clearly Nigerians spent 767 billion naira on airtime in 3 months. 3 months. This shows us clearly how huge the market is. We'll teach you and show you how to purchase the raw paints, process them, and print them to sell. Now, to start and run businesses, you will need what is called recharge card printing software. We sell them now at 30,000 naira, but the participants at the seminar will get it for 10,000 naira, as well as other discounts such as high-speed laptops sold for 39,500 naira. Please note, we don't need a special license to start this business. So be you a graduate, undergraduate, civil servant, businessman, you can do it. Once again, this business summit will be holding in Benin this Friday and Saturday at RDI office, first floor of Ralph Joe House, before NNPC filling station by Limit Junction, opposite Baden Hotel, Sapler Road, Benin City. For your seat reservation, text Benin with your full name to 0816 342 7142. Again, 0816 342 7142. Again, text the word Benin with your full name to 0816 342 7142. And you will receive a response from our customer care shortly afterwards. The time is 10 a.m. Apart from car importation and recharge card printing, we also have the empowered consumer business models. Now, I know you may be hearing this for the first time. This is exactly the business model that Realistic Dreams Initiative NGO uses to mentor and coach serious-minded individuals to build their businesses. Now, here are the features you stand to enjoy. 1. Low startup capital. 2. Free business coaching. 3. They'll help you prepare economically for your retirement or education financing, and many more. Amazing, right?
Alright, for the benefit of someone who might have just tuned in and wondering what this discourse is all about, could you do a recap, please?
Well, if you just joined us, you may have missed a lot, but here's a quick summary. This is Cisco Computers Limited in partnership with Realistic Dreams Initiative, bringing live to you a Business Summit 2020, where you will be taught about car importation. That is, making all the profit car importers and dealers make by importing cars effortlessly from the United States of America. And all you need is a small amount, cars delivered to you, and then the balance can be paid. A small business anyone can do, as Cisco Computers will also give you special assistance. Secondly, recharge card printing. They will teach you how to print your own recharge card. Now remember, recharge card printing software at Cisco's Computer sells for 30,000 naira, but we'll be giving it out for 10,000 naira at the summit. Plus our high-speed laptops that goes for 39,500. And thirdly, empowered consumer business model. For serious-minded business fellows, where Realistic Dreams Initiative NGO will help you add another source of income to your stream. Now, as we continue, we also talked about home-based importation. With this, you will discover how to import products from China, UK, and Dubai. Also, you would learn how to privately label your own products, thereby giving you your own personal brand. Right here, with as little as 3,500 naira, you can start this business and make cool income for yourself. Can you imagine buying a woman's jewelry for about 50 naira and reselling it in Nigeria for 1,000 naira? Or flash drives, memory cards for 300 naira and resell at 5,000 naira in Nigeria? That's what we're talking about. With a little startup capital of 2,000 naira, you can make so much importing your own products. Now, this business summit will be holding in Benin this Friday and Saturday at RDI office, first floor of Ralph Joe House, before NNPC filling station, by Limit Junction, opposite Baden Hotel, Sapler Road, Benin City. For your seat reservation, text Benin with your full name to 0816 342 7142. Again, 0816 342 7142. Again, text the word Benin with your full name to 0816 342 7142. And you will receive a response from our customer care shortly afterwards. The time is 10 a.m.
Alright, could you share with us materials participants will get at the summit, and how much is the summit fee?
Now when you come, you get our discounted products, which is a video classic CD that contains 2 videos on how to convert a simple UPS into an inverter with no experience in electrical and electronics. 2, 4 videos that teaches you how to mount and connect CCTV cameras and monitor them anywhere. You will learn them and make cool cash mounting it for others. 3, 5 videos on how to build a solar power system. And 4, 7 videos on how to bake cake. All this for just 2,000 naira. Now, after hearing this, one wonders what would be the cost to learn all the 3 businesses. There, with just 3,500 naira, you are covered for all the businesses. Now, we'll be giving you manuals, printed form, and CD form, all free of charge. For your seat reservation, text Benin with your full name to 0816 342 7142. Again, 0816 342 7142. Again, text the word Benin with your full name to 0816 342 7142. And you will receive a response from our customer care shortly afterwards. The time is 10 a.m.
We are aware of the presence of COVID-19 and we are all in the fight to prevent its spread. What plans have been put in place to ensure the safety of participants?
Now, very importantly, please note that in compliance with the government directive, social distancing will be maintained. Face masks and sanitization protocols will be duly observed, and we will take only 50 persons per session. Thank you and see you there.
This is where we'll call it a day. See you some other time. Hello, entrepreneurs, business owners, and organizations. KUFM 92.7 has an impressive and constantly expanding number of followers online. You can now advertise your goods and services on KUFM affordable rates. Call 0703 109 4612 or 0806 530 5657 or 0802 232 7191 or visit our marketing office, top floor, Enterprise Foundation Building, number 62, Ihama Road, GRA, Benin City. KUFM, your business partner.
My name is Amin Amausa, a coach in Edo State Sports Commission. Take a look at the rebuilt Samuel Ogbonnia Stadium and you will see that there is a radical shift from the tradition of the past where government intervention was cosmetic. I am overwhelmed by the drastic transformation of this sports arena to an international stadium with state-of-the-art Olympic standard facilities. This new edifice has greatly motivated we the coaches and athletes in the sports commission. With this radical transformation in the sports sector, it is clear why the federal government picked Edo to host the National Sports Festival with several other international sports activities lined up.
Whoever thinks says Samuel Ogbonnia Stadium go better like this, it's another Obaseki wonder. I bet make my clap for our wait and see governor.
Vote Governor Obaseki, vote PDP.
Yeah, let's go. Daddy. What? Yeah. Shake the fear. Lolo Maje. Daddy was spend. Yeah. What's gonna pay? My lower template jokes. What's my name? Daddy. Big tunes got the club banging. Less more bodies. What's that? It's a drop. Daddy. What's my name? Daddy. Big tunes got the club banging. Less more bodies. What's that? It's a drop. Hey, daddy. Daddy. But, daddy. But, hey. Daddy. But, daddy. Yeah, shit you like I get skills you go like on cover. Make your mind we be like supporter. But not me type with the type computer. Neck close, I'm a tap. See the watch, you they shine from afar. Central bank for inside, I got that. The computer is just under papa. But daddy know the rush. I said, oh God, you go fake up. You don't have respect. The chairman, daddy, what's my name? Daddy, big tunes got the club banging. Less more bodies. What's that? It's a drop. Daddy, what's my name? Daddy, big tunes got the club banging. Less more bodies. What's that? It's a drop. Hey, daddy, daddy, but, daddy, but, hey, daddy, but, daddy,
What's my name? Dr. Mommy, a rubber babe, big body. Check the scoreboard, I win, no tally. All my had big boots and them batty. I'm a little fatty, but don't at me. Why you mad? Cause you were being happy. Looking like a dog, I took my style. Ain't seeing me, never war belly. Me up like Okada, rider, Okada, Mofara, run it, Okada. If you not like what I'm saying, kiss the ass. Always wanna chance, but you ain't on pairs. Ain't get fixed, stick. Only pleasure was taking me is on trips.
What's my name? Daddy, big tunes got the club banging. Less more bodies. What's that? It's a drop. Daddy, what's my name? Daddy, big tunes got the club banging. Less more bodies. What's that? It's a drop. Hey, daddy, daddy, but, daddy, but, hey, daddy, but, daddy, but, me and Sean, come roll, we buck daddy. You alright, Arnie? Me daddy, my mommy.
try. Oh, for now. I want to try what it's for now. Y'all are mad.